Hi guys, Liam here from Get Fit Academy with a very short presentation that I hope you can actually take a lot from, okay? And one that I've been actually looking into recently about doing for some time now. And the thing that I'm actually going to talk about today is actually the mentality of our most successful Get Fit Academy members. Now, as you've obviously seen, the results that we get at Get Fit Academy are quite awesome, okay? They're quite superb in some senses, and you may obviously think, well, you know, what are they doing different from what I'm doing? Now, don't get me wrong, we do have awesome programs at Get Fit Academy, okay, for both nutrition and exercise. However, what's massively important and what's the big standout factor in the most successful members that we have is the mentality that they adopt and the mentality that they take forward throughout their fat loss mission, okay? Which, what I like to sort of refer to now as the fat loss success mentality. Now, from my observations, I've actually come up with 3 key factors that these people actually, sort of 3 attributes that these people have within their mentality and the positive way of thinking, and it really helps them actually achieve what they want to achieve, okay? So, the number one, the big one, before they actually start, is they actually set goals. Now, as part of Get Fit Academy's initial process, everybody's asked to set goals anyway. However, the people who get the biggest and most successful fat loss results are the ones who continually set goals throughout their time with Get Fit Academy. So what this basically means is at the beginning they'll set an initial goal. They'll set that goal for the end of the initial cleanse period, which takes 28 days. In that goal, they know exactly what, whether it's a size 10, size 8, whether it's a 6-pack, whether it's to lose a stone, whether it's to be X amount of weight. They know exactly what it is that they want to achieve by the end of the 4-week program. When they know that, they then ask themselves why they want to achieve it. So why is it so important to them to get to that body that they've always wanted? Why do them clothes in the wardrobe that's been sitting there for 2 years that they've never worn, why does that get to them so much? Okay, so why does that really affect you, and why do you want to make that change and end up being happy again? Okay, so when you set out your goals, you need to set out the why. It's got to be the biggest bit on your paper, okay, and that's the bit that you want to spend the most time on, and that's the bit that you need to really attach emotion to, okay? I'm not asking you to get emotional as such, as in upset or anything like that, but you need to understand, dig deep, exactly what the reasons behind wanting a new body and a new you really are. When you know that, you then need to select and choose a date, okay? So, as mentioned, the first initial date that our members will set is for the end of the first 28 days, okay? Obviously, we have people who continue on for 6 and 12 months, etc., but the initial 4-week period is the most important, okay? That's the bit where you're going to get the most sort of rapid success, okay? So that's the bit where you need the strongest mentality, the bit where you need to be as positive as you can do, okay? And as positive as you can be. So pick a date from now. If it's 4 weeks time, awesome. You can actually achieve a massive body transformation in 4 weeks anyway, okay? So when you get that 4-week mark, what you then need to do is reassess what your goals are, okay? So if you've hit the stone that you wanted to lose in the last 4 weeks, then you would set another goal. And this is a mentality thing that I've picked up on with my most successful members. It's something that they do all the time, okay? So once they finish the first 4 weeks, they straight away come to me and said, right, this is what I want to achieve for the next 4 weeks. And they break it down into manageable chunks that they know exactly what they're striving towards and what they're trying to achieve every step of the way. If you never do this, then it's pretty much like trying to hit an invisible target, okay? So you're trying to achieve something that doesn't exist, okay? So to me, not setting a goal is like trying to sort of get a promotion at work without knowing which job you're trying to get promoted into. So you're essentially aiming for nothing, and you're only going to actually achieve nothing, okay? So these people like clear direction, they know exactly where they want to be, and they adopt the mentality of the goal that they want to achieve from day one. What they also do when they have the what, they know why, and when it's going to happen. They actually know what the cost's going to be. This is nothing financial, okay? So this is just purely what they're going to have to sacrifice, what they're going to have to give up, what lifestyle changes that they're going to have to make in order to achieve their goal. Once you know what it's going to cost you, then you can prepare yourself to remove them things from your lifestyle, okay? So whether that's your few beers on a Friday night or your takeaway on a Sunday, if you want that body that you've always dreamed about having, then you have to get rid of them things, at least for the initial 4 weeks, okay? So at least for the first part of your goal setting, you need to get rid of them things. So that's what's going to be your cost. So before you do anything else, adopt the mentality of somebody who has a clear vision and clear goals in the head. Write them down, makes it so much easier. So the next thing that I've picked up on about the mentality of my most successful members is that they aren't actually fearful of failure. A lot of times people actually fail in trying to do something because they're actually scared or they're fearful of failure in the first place. Okay, so what this basically means is that they actually doubt themselves before they start something new. So these are the people who come out with things, oh, I could never do that, I couldn't give up alcohol for 2 weeks, or I couldn't go without X, Y, or Z for so long, it's just too hard for me, okay? These people initially put up a negative barrier, okay, because they're already fearful of failure. However, if you want a successful fat loss journey and you want to adopt a successful mentality of somebody who achieves fat loss time after time, you need to eradicate failure from your vocabulary completely, okay? You got to pretend that there's no such thing as failure and that the only option is success. Okay, so the only thing that you're bothered about is actually succeeding. You're not bothered about failing, so then you don't become fearful of failure, okay? If you start and doubt yourself, if you start and think you will fail, then you will. And you'll lose everything, you'll fail in everything that you try to do. If you start and think that you're going to succeed, okay, and if you start and think positively, and your only option is success, and you will hit them goals, then you will succeed, okay? There is actually some form of psychology that states that you can actually physically weaken your body with negative thoughts. Okay, so in session, if you're doing 10 press-ups and you think there's no way that you can do an 11th one, then you're not going to do that 11th one. But the people who think they can do the extra one or the 11th one, and they constantly keep in the mind that they will, then they will do it. Okay, so you've got to get rid of failure. Remove it from your mind. It's not an option. Success is the only thing that you're going to achieve. So the third thing that these people do, or the third mentality shift that my most successful, no, I said the wrong word there, most successful members of Get Fit Academy adopt is the mentality of pretending to be the perfect you. So what this basically means is they have the goals, okay? They're not scared about failing. They know exactly how they're going to succeed. So they start and pretend that they've already achieved the success that they're aiming for. What this basically means in reality is that, to put a scenario to you, would be if you were in an office, and like most office environments or call center jobs or whatever, I know when I used to work in one, there used to be somebody's birthday almost every day, yeah, or some celebration or party, but that always meant bad food, okay? So that always meant sweets or crisps or treats flying around the office, and it's so easy just to say, go on then, yeah, I'll have one, or you know, if you're the one that says no, then your co-workers would normally be the people that say, oh, go on, one won't hurt you, okay, etc., etc. However, if you make the subconscious decision before you put yourself in that situation where you have to decide whether or not you want that bad piece of food, then you already know that the answer is automatically going to be no. Okay, so the first time I ever did this, the first time I ever lost a load of weight myself, what I used to do is pretend I was the perfect me. So I used to sit and ask myself, what would I do if I had that perfect body? So if you had a six-pack, you wouldn't eat that bit of cake, or you wouldn't eat those treats, because your perfect you would not do it. Okay, you don't become the perfect you by indulging in things that you know you shouldn't, and by indulging in things that you know you shouldn't, you will only get an outcome that you don't want. So start and pretend that you're the perfect you. Make subconscious decisions before you get yourself into situations where you have to make a decision. So before that person in your office comes and offers you that bit of cake, you've already made that decision of the perfect you who says no. So they come by, you say no, and off they go. Okay? Don't let anybody else influence your decision to succeed. So, 3 things that's so important, and 3 mentality shifts that lead to the most successful members that we have in Get Fit Academy are the ones who set goals. They aren't fearful of failing. They only think that success is an option, that's the only thing that they'll achieve. And they pretend that they already have the body that they are striving towards. So, if you adopt these 3 mentality shifts, then I guarantee you're going to start and see a massive difference, and you're going to stay on that road to success. However, as a bonus tip, you must start today. Okay? If I can give you the best piece of advice apart from shifting your mentality into more positive thinking, it will be to start today. Okay? So many times I hear people say things like, I can't start now because I've got a wedding at the weekend, or it's my birthday night out, or I can't do it for X, Y, and Z reasons, and I'll start on Monday. But what I want you to think about is, what if Monday never comes, okay? It's likely that 12 months from now, that Monday will never come, because you never made the decision to start now, okay? So, start today, set your goals, don't allow failure to even enter your mind, okay? Maintain that you are going to succeed, and you will going to succeed, and give it a go, okay? Give it the best shot as the perfect body. Adopt that perfect mentality. Think positive, think success, start now, and I guarantee you're going to start and see some big results. If you need any more help with getting into the right frame of mind, or if you would like to send any of your goals or your targets to myself, then please feel free to do so at liam@getfitacademy.co.uk, and I'll be happy to help you as much as you need. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.